A professor often makes remarks to one of his female PhD students. These comments relate to her physical appearance or the way she dresses, and he often asks intrusive questions about her sex life. This is a sexual harassment offense, as defined in Article 222(33) of the Penal Code. According to the Penal Code, sexual harassment means imposing on someone in a repeated way words or actions that have a sexual or sexist connotation and that either undermine his or her dignity by reason of their degrading or humiliating nature, or create an intimidating, hostile, or offensive situation. Two conditions must be met for behavior to be considered sexual harassment: repetition and sexual or sexist connotations of the words or actions with an impact on the victim. Here, it is explicitly said that the PhD supervisor often makes these remarks to the student, so the repetitive nature is clear. The sexual or sexist nature is also clear, as the comments pertain to the student's physical appearance, the way that she dresses, and sometimes about her sex life. This situation is also likely to be intimidating or offensive and has an effect on the student's working conditions. If we take a closer look at the details of the definition of sexual harassment in the Penal Code, two cases are specifically referenced: repeated words or actions with a sexual or sexist connotation, or any form of serious pressure with the real or apparent aim of obtaining an act of a sexual nature, whether for the benefit of the author of the action himself or herself, or for that of a third party. The second case includes, for example, situations where there's a form of blackmail used against the victim in order to obtain employment or to validate an exam with the aim of obtaining an act of a sexual nature. Furthermore, in the first case, words or actions with a sexual or sexist connotation, the Penal Code specifies that the repeated nature can stem from multiple people if they are all aimed at the same victim. Even if each person acted only once, if the group knows that one person is the victim of all the actions, no matter whether the perpetrators concerted on the behavior or not, it constitutes sexual harassment. This has been observed in situations of bullying, both at school and online. Sexual harassment is a misdemeanor. The maximum sentence is 2 years in prison and a fine of up to 30,000 euros. Higher penalties can be imposed in cases with aggravating circumstances. If committed by a person or authority or a guardian on a victim under 15 years old, or on someone who is particularly vulnerable, the use of digital tools, etc.